World champions and their emotional stories. An electric atmosphere. An unforgettable experience. OKTAGON.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. OKTAGON 90 is already in the books. I think it was amazing. First event for us in Berlin. The crowd was incredible. Fights as well. We have here the 5 winners of the prelims card. I want to say the crowd in Berlin was great. The city is great, and we really loved it here. And I have to say, Devlet, it was a hell of a debut. Hell of a debut. Congratulations on it. It was such a fun to watch you. I'm looking forward to see you in the future. And wanted to also say, and put the first questions before the journalist to Arjan. Would you say before the fight that you will submit Stano?
I say this?
Yeah. Would you say this if you was when you were like thinking of the fight? Would you think that you will submit Stano?
I know he's a good grappler, but I know as well I am in one of the best gyms in Germany. What is in grappling? Peter Sobota is my head coach, and grappling is. I started with grappling, and I can grapple. And yes, why not?
Yeah, you're like a fine wine, I have to say. Better and better. So first questions, please.
Moje von German 5. Erste Frage geht an Zafar Mosen. Zafar, dein zweiter Sieg hier bei
First question for Zafar Mosen. Zafar, this is your second win here at OKTAGON. You won ranked opponents. So what does that feel like, and who do you want to fight next? I think that before I was top 4, and now I could actually be even higher because Nico Samsonidze is no longer in my weight category, in my division. So I would like to fight for the title. I try to fight the best possible opponents to prove myself, or to prove to myself that I really belong here and that I am one of the best fighters in the world. And I think I proved it today. My opponent had fights in the UFC, in Bellator, and he really wasn't an easy opponent by any stretch of the imagination. So next time I would like to fight Jakub. I think he is 9-2, but I don't know what his surname is, if I'm honest. But I want to fight that guy, and I don't really care where and when. Unfortunately, I have some issue with my hand. I'm not really sure what it is, but if it's not broken, I want to fight Jakub. Question for Ahmad Halimson. You got another win here at OKTAGON. So, what do you think about the ranking? Would you like to be placed on the ladder? Honestly, I don't really care. I want to fight. I want to throw strikes. It's my hobby. And if I get to the ranking, why not? But I really want to fight under the stand and bang rules in Frankfurt. That would be really amazing. I want to fight someone who's a great striker. Yeah, so that's what I'd like. You just mentioned the stand and bang rules. Then we're talking about Maurice Adorf. Would you be interested in fighting him? Yeah, he's quite interesting, but he's no longer interesting to me. He's just a little chicken. I don't want to give him any more space. He said that he has an injury on his knee, a knee injury that he could fight in September. I said, okay, that's fine. And then he said he will take a look at how I fight. But honestly, I don't care about him anymore. He doesn't respect me, I think. A question for Arjan Topolai. What a performance. It was a dominant performance tonight. And even before the fight, you mentioned you want to fight Koga in Frankfurt. But now we have an announcement, Koga fighting Jungwirth in Frankfurt. So who would you like to fight next? In Frankfurt, possibly. I don't have anyone in my mind. They proposed Koga, so I wanted to do that. I wanted to fight Koga in Frankfurt. It would be a great opportunity so I could show what I can do, but right now I don't have any other names in my head. I just want to put on great performances and show everyone how good I am. Just give him Koga. I think the young generation needs to get up there. Climb up the ladder. Don't let two senior citizens fight. I think Arjan should be fighting Koga. And my last question for Davlet Karataev. You won in a very dominant fashion. Everybody saw it when it comes to the decision, the points that were given out. Your father also saw it in your corner. So what do you think about your future in Octagon? It was really touching for me. I didn't really show much emotion in the cage, but when I was going to the training, I was going around Warschauer Straße. I was watching the Uber Arena out of the window, and I thought, one day, I'll get to fight in that arena over there. And I got the chance, and I'm so happy for it. Another question for Davlet. At what point or which part of the fight will you be remembering in 10 years' time? I'm not really sure if I understood this question correctly. What I'm asking, in 10 years' time, which moments from this night will you be remembering? I still don't really understand the question. Could you repeat it, please? So was there a particular moment, maybe when you were walking out tonight, when you thought, wow, this is crazy, I'll remember this until the end of my life? That's the question. I think that one day, when I end my career, I think my walkout tonight might be one of the biggest moments I ever had, because it was incredible. Okay, thank you. What's the name of your manager? Igitmuk. The next question is for Arjan. We were also surprised by your walkout tonight because we were expecting something slightly different. You chose a song by Rammstein, so why? Usually I choose songs by Albanian artists, but this time I heard this song and I thought, yeah, that's cool. Why not? I was also surprised by that. A question for Davlet. You wanted to show tonight that, show everyone what's in you, and you managed to do that quite well because you showed a dominant performance in the whole 3 rounds. Did you want to get the finish though? And if yes, how happy are you with tonight's performance? Yes, I wanted to get the finish in the 2nd round, but I saw in his eyes that he drove here for such a long time. He actually flew in from Mexico and he wanted a long fight. So I thought, okay, if you want a long fight, I'll give you a long fight. I'll enjoy it. A question for Ahmad. Yesterday at the press conference, you mentioned that you want to send the uncle into retirement. So do you think you managed to do that tonight? Well, I think he should stop his career. He should end his career. It's dangerous for him. He's not all that young, but still, respect to him that he fought, because not everyone can do that. A question for Arjan. Which opponent would you like to fight next? Maybe a rematch from some of your older fights. Maybe Dennis Frimpong, Hafene Nafuka. Would you be interested in those rematches? Could be Nico Samsonidze as well. He's in the lightweight division now. So who is your next opponent? Because I think Jan Stanovsky was a great opponent for you, a big challenge. Well, we shook hands with Dennis Frimpong that if we both get the win tonight, we will fight each other next. But sadly, he lost, so we will see about that. But I think I'm a step closer to the title, so we will see how it goes. If Peter Sobota says something, I'll do it. And where do you think you'll fight next? In 3 weeks in Cologne, I'm ready, so why not? And you also have good memories of Cologne, right? Yeah, I had 2 fights there, so it might be a 3rd one. Okay, so we'll see if that actually works out. Now I have a question for Davlet. Your fight was remarkable. It was really great. We saw spinning back fist, a back kick, high kicks, and we don't really get to see that all that often. So did you want to leave a mark, leave a good impression here at the organization? And how emotional was this in your fight? Because you said you weren't 100% satisfied with your performance. Well, I wanted to enjoy the fight, first and foremost. And when it comes to all the kicks, I don't even know all the names of them. As I said before, I always watch Instagram, I watch TikTok, I take a look at the highlights. And if it looks good, then I try and do that in training and then use it.
Question for Mate. I mean, it was a great performance, but what is next for you? I mean, do you want to fight here in Octagon again, or do you want to make the next step? I don't know, maybe again for the Dynamite Contender Series, or what is next for you?
So we will see. It's like, if I will fight in Octagon, I would love to fight in Brno for sure, because it's my hometown and it's like three months, so it will be perfect for me.
The crowd is crazy in Brno, I have to
say. And it's a lot of fans there, so I would love that. And yeah, so I think this is one of the possibility. And yeah, I have for sure have like offer for the Dana White and stuff like that. But now I will just enjoy this week, talk with my manager, talk with my coach, and make everything happen. But how I said in the Octagon, I would love to fight in Brno.
Petra Makari, Fight House. Just staying with you, Mate. If you are to stay with Octagon, how do you see this middleweight division shaping up? Obviously, a big title fight, and there's an interim champion. Who do you see winning between JOTKO and ENGIZEK in the rematch, and where do you see yourself fitting into the rankings?
The fight, like for the belt, Kerim versus JOTKO, I think it's a very interesting fight. But in my eyes, it's JOTKO favorite. I think he has more weapons how win the fight. Kerim is dangerous, and Kerim is very dangerous in the striking. He's very good. I'm excited about the fight, but I mean, in my eyes, JOTKO is favorite. And now, like, I was not in the rankings because I was out for 1.5 years. So I think after this fight, I will get somewhere in the rankings. We will see which number where I will be, and we will discuss about some opponents in the rankings. So yeah, that's the plan for me, actually.
Meine letzte Frage dann an Ahmad. Nach dem Kampf
Question for Ahmad.
an die Kippe hochgeklettert. Wie war dieser Moment in deiner Heimatstadt?
You climbed on top of the cage after your fight in front of 17,000 people who were calling your name. So how did that make you feel? Well, I've said this several times. I came to Germany 12 years ago. I didn't have friends, I didn't have anybody here, and I was all alone. It was so hard, and it was hard to find friends. And today I was fighting in Berlin, and you saw it. You saw me fighting on the prelims card. I feel if I was the main event, if I was fighting for the title, you would have seen more of me. But as I said, I am the face of Berlin MMA.
Fatih von MMA for Fans. Ahmad, ich bleib bei dir.
Ahmad, I will also ask you a question. Driving up here, I saw many children. They were holding signs and masks, masks with your face. How did that make you feel seeing that, seeing this support, and is this part of normal life for you? I won tonight, and as the winner, I'm saying, send your kids to Berlin, let them train MMA, let them train at Spitfire Gym. I feel like a lot of people see this sport as something brutal and violent, but once you try doing it, you can see how much better it makes you as a person. And I wish for the families of children to see that. I really want the parents to see that and let them train MMA because it's a great sport. Ariane, question for you. Today we saw how connected you are to your ethnicity, to where you come from, and we saw how proud you are of Albania. Yeah, I have huge support in Albania, and it's great. Do you get any messages? Do you get received well when you come back there? Every Albanian I see, they know me. Whether it's in Germany or in Albania, everybody knows me and it's great. They are my compatriots and it feels great. I have another question for Ariane Topalai. Your words about being proud of Germany, of being in Germany as well, those were some strong words. Will we see you carrying a German flag next time you walk out? What I'm trying to say is, it's cool to normalize being proud of Germany as well. Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't mind carrying a German flag because Germany is my home just as much as Albania is. And every German should be proud of being German, just like Albanians are of being Albanian, like the Kurds are of being Kurdish. We are all human. We are all part of the same humanity, so everybody can do what they want.
Karatev, meine Frage wäre, und hast du schon überlegt, ob
I have a question for Karatev. Did you think about getting the El Cazador as your nickname? Well, that might be a question for you. What do you think about me calling myself the Hunter? I feel like it suit you. Okay, I'll be Karatev the Hunter. I'll stay with you, Doublet. Today we saw a lot of tricks from you in the cage. Is there anybody specific that you would like to face off against next? Well, you are asking me what I want as my next step, but what I want next is some great kebab.
All right, any more questions?
OKTAGON, wir müssen jetzt einen neuen Vertrag aushandeln, deswegen leg mal ein bisschen Geld auf.
OKTAGON, I feel like we have to get some new contracts going. Let's talk money.
Such a beautiful finish of the first round press conference. Thanks a lot for the attention. We will be back in a bit with the second part. Thanks a lot.
A new OKTAGON featherweight MMA champion,
Mago the Beast Machaev, the featherweight champion, a predator who never waits for the judge's decision. He wants to fight, he wants to defend. 2 devastating finishes in his last 2 fights. This is how the elite competes. However, now he is about to face a challenge on a whole different level. A fight that's already been postponed once.
Johnny Palokai!
Still undefeated under the OKTAGON banner. He's not looking for a quick finish. He's patient, minute by minute, round by round. He likes to drag his opponents into deep waters. Explosive destruction versus relentless calm composure. Machaev versus Palakai. OKTAGON 91, July 11th, Lanxess Arena, Cologne. Tickets at octagontickets.de or watch live on octagon.tv.
welcome everyone on the second half of the press conference after OKTAGON 90 here in Berlin. We are still not live, so we are wait. Okay, now we are live. So welcome everyone again on the second half of the press conference after OKTAGON 90 here in Berlin. We are very proud that we brought such a great show together with these heroes. What they delivered tonight, it was just extraordinary, and I'm sure you all enjoy it, same as us. Regarding the injuries, there is no major injuries, so that's the good news after those crazy finishes. And regarding the Nerda Cup team, Tipsport is leading, and after 2 great victories tonight, and Fit for You is on the 2nd place. So, and Tipsport performance of the night will go to.
So now it's dangerous. Tipsport performance of the night is One Love.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll give you that one, all right? Fair enough.
Thank you, Will.
Yeah, like I always said, it's not...
Nico, you want to share?
But...
I'll invite you some German food, don't worry.
Georgian food.
Georgian, German, whatever you want.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, it's €5, I believe. Now it's that how you said that? Klobasa? Fuck. Wurst. Ein Wurst, no? Just German food. Bratwurst. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want German Bratwurst, there's no problem. German beer, whatever you want.
I want champagne and caviar.
Also good.
Yeah. First question.
Julian, Mann, machst gerne einen Fragestrich. Dich, Nico, was machst du mit dem Bonus, nachdem du es...
First question goes to Nico. What are you gonna do with the bonus? You just talked about food, so what are you gonna do? Thank you very much for the bonus. Thank you, Ante and Balo.
Und ich habe noch keine Ahnung, was ich damit machen werde.
I really appreciate it, but I have no idea what I'm gonna use the money for. I'm definitely not gonna use it up on some stupid stuff. I'll invest it in my family, in my friends, in food, in training.
Fühlt sich gut an, fühlt sich richtig an. Und
maybe I could use it to fund my camp. But I'm all the more happier to get the bonus.
Die meisten haben wahrscheinlich gesagt, ey, du wirst wahrscheinlich auf den Boden verlagern, aber diese erste...
A lot of people said that you are not a good grappler, but you saw an incredible performance. So how did you feel, Nico? Well, me and my team worked on this combo. We drilled it. First, we planned on keep it a striking match, and then, if I was able to take him to the ground. That's what we were going to do. But my hits landed so perfectly that it didn't even have to happen. I mean, KOs and submissions just happen.
Ohne Schaden mehr oder weniger rausgegangen. Wie geht's weiter für dich? Ich meine,
yeah, and you left without a scratch. And next to you is sitting a man who's the champion. So do you have a taste for the belt? Well, I'm open to any challenge. Anything that they offer me, I'm ready to accept. I have beaten number 6 in the division. I went straight for number 6, and I feel like that shows that I'm able to beat the tough guys, the tough ranked guys. So I think it's clear that I'm ready for some high-up fighters. I don't have to go for the title, but maybe Ivan Buchinger would be a great next fight. And I feel like people would like to see that one. And as Andre knows, I'm open to any challenge. So we'll see. I'm ready, and I'm healthy.
Ich meine, führ uns mal bitte durch diesen Kampf. Ich meine, Superman Punch. Ich habe ein paar Kommentare gelesen,
Tyrone,
wo geschrieben wurde, ey,
we saw that Superman punch that you showed us in the cage. We saw you touch gloves, so how did you feel throughout the rounds? You saw Nico walking out, Niklas, you saw his walkout. But the Superman punch was just a spontaneous decision. It just came into my mind, and I decided to do it. And I was thinking about if it was fair. We did touch gloves, but when you look at Niklas, he's always moving forward, pushing. But I just want to say one more thing. I'm thinking about the situation right now. He did this first and nobody commented on it. There were some hateful comments, some strong verbal attacks at me, and nobody stood up. But if you know MMA, you know that you get asked if you want to touch gloves, and if you don't, you have to defend a lot. And I just want to say that Niklas or his team did not complain one bit. I feel like it was all clean, and everybody who knows me, they know I'm a fair guy, that I'm an athlete, and that there was no foul play in this. But I have to process all of this, and I'm proud of myself. I know that you got booed despite winning, so would you wish for more respect from the fans in the sport? Would you really like them not to boo the winner? Because we know that he's Berlin's hero, but the booing was unnecessary. You know, it was an extreme situation and everybody feels it different. Some people come here to just watch the fights and they get really emotional. And I feel like that's very specific for MMA. There's a lot of emotion in it. So I don't want to change anything per se. My closest people know what I think. But there is one thing that I would change. If somebody calls me a dick, I really don't like that. Tell it to my face. Question for you, Alina. We saw a first round that we know very well from you, and then you showed yet another incredible performance with that spinning elbow that was so strong. What do you say? You've used it once before to win a fight? Well, last time fans loved it, and I also enjoyed it. We trained the spinning elbow for a long time, me and my team, and it was a combination that I trained for. So yeah, this was a planned move, and I'm glad that it landed.
Question for the promoters. Unfortunately, Niklas Stolze is not here tonight, but what do you make of his career at Octagon? He was the first German fighter at Octagon. Yeah, what do you think about his way in Octagon and in general what he did for the promotion?
Niklas? Yeah, he was the first German, and I still believe that I spoke with him in the cage, and I still believe that it was somehow emotional, because for a long time I didn't saw him to enjoy the entrance of the octagon, you know, and build up of the fight and everything around. And he told me the same, basically. So I'm thinking that right now it's like a huge disappointment, because also the arena invite him to the arena like nowhere else. Yeah, it was amazing. So I think it was like huge disappointment for Niklas, but I believe he's gonna be back. So I take it just like a little misunderstanding.
But what does a promoter do in that case? Do you go to Niklas and speak to him in the future, or do you wait for the fighter to come back, some sort of?
Like, it's his life. He needs to know, like, we are here for him. Definitely we will talk about it again, because this is never easy. And I still believe that he's got it inside of him, but he's got also family, you know, and this is not an easy sport. When you win, everybody's there for you. When you lose, you are alone. And you can be alone for a long time. And if you lose a few times in a row, then it's really sad word. So I completely understand what he said in the cage and how he's doing it. And if this should be it, then it was a beautiful night in the end, because standing ovation in front of the sold-out Uber Arena, it's unbelievable. So, but I still believe that there's more fights in Niklas.
Then one more question about his opponent. Did you know when you signed Tyrone Pfeiffer that you signed such a raw talent, because he won against Marek Bartel and Niklas Stolze in a very impressive way? Were you surprised a little bit by him?
Not at all. Everybody is saying that he maybe doesn't look like the strongest man ever, but he's hit like Hulk, or I don't know. And also he's got the jersey of my favorite club. So So Tyron is a beast, and we know about it. So it's perfect.
Then one final question to Will Fleury. Will, you told me in the lead up to this fight that there was, I won't call it a lack of motivation, but a little fire or something that ignites you to get motivated to fight Kazim Aras. When did that change, or when did you say, okay, that's a big fight in the end?
I don't know what I expressed, but I didn't mean that. Like, I've always been very fearful of Kazim's skill set. I thought he was a very bad matchup for me. He's like Carlos, but a little bit faster, and his hands are a lot more dangerous. I knew coming into this he was going to be dangerous, and you also saw in that first round how tentative both of us were because we both knew the danger of engaging with each other. And look, it meant so much to me to be here in Berlin and to be the headliner, to be the Irish guy who's come in and achieved all of this. And then I really just wanted to go out and show, guys, I'm at a level above everyone else here. And I think I did that tonight, and I'm very proud of the performance. But I need men like Kazim to step up to the plate, and fair fucks to him. He has the balls to actually do it. A lot of guys don't.
Tobias for Beta Media. I will stick to you, Will. What a special night for you. You defended the title again. And as well, the walk-in was something special. Your brother played guitar and sang. What did it mean to you?
Yeah, it's actually surreal, man. Like, I'll be honest, if you told me a couple of years ago that my brother would be playing my walkout music, we didn't talk for a couple of years. There was a lot going on. Like, we've been through a lot. You know, we've both led crazy lives. And for it to come to this point, it's it's more than a Disney movie story. As in, if I saw this movie, I'd be like, how cheesy is this crap? Because this is my life now, and it's surreal. I'm living like what's beyond what I would have dreamed was possible a couple of years ago. And I'm unbelievably grateful for that. But I've made it happen through hard work.
Nächste Frage an Tyrone. Als ich deinen Kampf gesehen habe.
Question for Tyrone. When I saw your fight, I thought, oh wow, is this gonna be the fight of the night? You don't have to laugh at it. It was a beautiful fight. Were you a little bit mad at Nico for taking that bonus away from you? Nah, it's all good. I think everybody's rooting for him. And if I keep going with these performances, I think I'll get that bonus one day. So I'm very happy for Nico for that bonus. I think it was fair, so everything's good. So you're getting that bratwurst later? Yeah, he might cook for me, maybe. Okay, my next question for Alina. Tonight you showed what's inside of you, and we see that the spinning attacks are very good for you. So are you planning one for Frankfurt? We need to watch the tape after the fight. We need to also take a look at my contract coming up, because so far I really did a lot of promos, so I should get big fights, title shots. I would like to fight in Frankfurt. I think that would be absolutely beautiful for my next fight, so we will see about that.
I always agree. Yeah, I think, like, obviously, right now I feel it's time. So we need to talk about it. Basically, Lucia is fighting now. She's a double champion. She's fighting in Štvanice. I really highly recommend it to watch this tournament because Will be there also fighting for a light heavyweight title, and it's like open air festival in the middle of Prague. Unbelievable fun. If you can't go, it's sold out. So, but you can watch it on RTL or Sky. But really, it's unbelievable, and it's Sabová against Pudilova. It's like century fight for Czechoslovakia, because these two girls are like the best girls what we ever had. So it's gonna be crazy, and whoever will win. I already know that I didn't speak with Lucia Pudilova, but she's always crazy about fights, and she's somewhere here. So if she will win, that I really know that she will also love to fight with Alina, but I already know that Lucia Sabová is dreaming about this fight. So we need to wait until the 1st August, and then we can talk.
Ich habe eine Frage an Nico Samsonice. Und zwar saß auf der
A question for Nico Samsonice.
Schläge gebraucht, Dennis Frimpong zu besiegen.
It looked a little bit like you didn't really need the judges, you didn't need a lot of strikes to finish Dennis. So will you come up with a new thing? Maybe instead of one love, you'll be one punch? A new nickname? Yeah, a friend proposed this to me, but One Love, that's the nickname that's best suited for me. I think that it really shows what I want to give or what I want to show in the sport. Now a question for Alina. Yesterday you got the award for the best female fighter in Octagon. What is it like for you and what does it mean for you? It's an incredible feeling. I'm so happy that the fans chose me in this award. And my first year as a pro was absolutely marvelous. So I'm really happy that the fans appreciated it. I'm getting very positive feedback from them. And that's great. And it motivates me even further to keep on fighting, to keep on training, and on delivering more and more fights. It doesn't happen very often when the arena is on your side, when the female fighters walk out. Did you notice that? Well, this time in Berlin, the atmosphere was amazing, and every time I fight, everyone's rooting for me, and the atmosphere is great. You mentioned that with female fighters, the atmosphere isn't all that hyped up, so I'm very, very happy that fans are loud when I'm walking out. They're having fun, because that's why we're here. We're here to entertain them, and we shouldn't be entertained only us as fighters, but even the fans. I would like to add one thing to this, because thanks to Alina, more and more women are coming to these events. So really, thanks to Alina, MMA entered the mainstream even more, which I think is a great thing. That's the way it should be. And MMA shouldn't only be on the periphery, it should be in the mainstream.
So, dann nächste Frage auch direkt an dich, Nico. Nico, wo du deinen One-Punch gemacht hast.
I have a question for Nico. After this one punch, what was going through your head? Did you think, oh, I have to win? Or did you think you need to work a little bit more to get that win? Well, at first, I felt a huge relief because there was incredible pressure after my last fight. And here I'm fighting for the first time in Berlin. It was a lot of pressure. And then I thought, oh, are you okay, Dennis? That was my second thought. I wanted to make sure that he's okay. I asked the doctors that he's okay. And of course, there was a lot of trash talk before the fight, but it was all in good spirits. It was not personal at all. And I think it was entertaining for the fans. It was a lot of fun. And now we're good. I like the guy, and I think it was great. I have a question for Gökhan Aksu. After this loss, you still had a lot of support from your Turkish fans. So what does that mean for you, having all this support, even after a loss? It means the world to me, honestly. Even when I suffer a loss, I have this huge community holding me up, supporting me, having my back. And thanks to that, I can keep on going, and it really motivates me.
Michel Köster, ich habe eine Frage an Alina. Ich würde gerne an das
I have a question for Alina.
Welche Verantwortung spürst
I want to ask about women in sports. What do you think about this? And do you feel the support, or what's the role of women in MMA? Do you feel like it's your responsibility? I'm not sure if it's a responsibility. I just do what I do best. And it's great that more and more women are taking up this sport. And as Nico said, maybe more women are coming to these events thanks to me. And that really motivates me because I want to show that women are also incredibly strong. They can be huge fighters and they can deliver amazing fights. I want to be a model for the fans. I'm getting a lot of feedback on social media that many women are taking up MMA or martial arts. I can see it even at our gym. Many girls are entering the gym, and I'm really proud of that. And do you think that we could do more to attract even more women into martial arts? Yeah, I think a new generation is coming, and it's slowly happening. They're starting with martial arts. I have a couple of workshops with tiny girls who are coming to the gym and they want to learn how to fight. They want the belts. They're incredibly strong too. Of course, they have to train, they have to grow up, but I think the next generation is growing up and we will see them at the stadiums. There will be more women fighting.
First question to Dennis Frimpong. Dennis, you wasn't able today to show your whole skills, and Arjan Topolai was sitting here prior to you, and he told us that he already spoke with you maybe about a Frimpong against Topolai too. What do you think about that fight?
Yeah, I mean, after that performance, I feel like I probably don't want to fight at 70 again. Everyone probably knows I cut quite a lot of weight. Had quite a hard weight cut. Not going to make any excuses. Nico timed a lovely shot to catch me. But yeah, if Arjan wants to fight me, it's going to have to be at a catch weight or 77, which I know he has a hard time cutting to 70 as well, so I'm sure he'll have no problem with that. But for now, I'm not going to make any decisions based on my emotions after the fight. I'm just going to regroup, talk to my team, and see what the next steps are.
Nächste Frage an Kasim Aras. Kasim, du hast diesen Kampf gegen Will Fleury.
My next question is for Kasim Aras. This fight against Will Fleury was what you really wanted. You asked for it, and now it happened, and Fleury was very dominant. So are there any other fighters that you would like to fight next in the heavyweight division? We will see. Time will tell.
Next question for the promoters and also for Nico Samsonite. Tonight, Akhadov stealed a little bit the show. He was here short notice. 48 hours ago, he didn't even knew that he fight. And then he beat Attila Korkmaz, who is, I think, 3 ranked in the lightweight. So he's messing up everything. Nico Samsonite also made his debut in the lightweight. Both are unranked, but beat unranked opponent. Is that maybe a fight which you would be interested in? Also, Nico Samsonite, for you, is that a fight which interests you because you told you want to look at the rankings?
No.
Thank you. Will we see Akhadov in the future maybe in a different matchup?
I don't know.
Next question for Mateusz Legerski. Thank you. Next question for Mateusz Legerski. You was able to defend your title. You beat Gökhan Aksu and Attila Korkmaz. You are a very dominant champion so far. What next do you think do you want to do in this lightweight division, or maybe are you looking for a double status champion?
Tak, oczywiście. Myślę, że moim następnym przeciwnikiem będzie Iwan Buchinger. No i w sumie jestem gotowy w każdej chwili, także kiedy każą mi się bić, wtedy będę się bił. Jestem szczęśliwy, że obroniłem pas, ale najbardziej się cieszę, że Nico znokautował Frimponga.
I'm very happy to defend my belt, and I'm ready for the next challenge for Octagon. So Andre, if you give me the next fight, I'm ready. I probably will fight against Buchinger, yes, but the best information for me is that Nico fight and win against Frimpong. So it's the best information.
A real weak man celebrating someone else's victories, you little pussy.
Last question for me, for Will Fleury and also for the promoter. So JOTKO was very clear that he is also very interested to fight against you at 93 kilogram. We already had to fight at middleweight, not at middleweight anymore, so it has to be light heavyweight? Okay, so you want the triple
I'm getting JOTKO's belt. JOTKO's not getting mine. And first, he's got to beat ENGIZEK. I think he will. But I heard yesterday he said, I'm going to come up and take Will Fleury's belts. No. I'm coming down and taking yours. All right? We've been talking about triple champ for a while. If he secures that belt, I'm getting my shot. If he wins it, I'll give him a shot at light heavyweight. But we're doing middleweight first.
And I think you as a promoters would like to see that too, maybe?
No, I can say that this one is obvious on Will because he's so fucking dominant that he deserved that triple chance because nobody did it in a big organization before, and I believe if there's a lot of if he needs to beat Skvor in Štvanice in 6 weeks, which is crazy already. Before JOTKO needs to beat ENGIZEK, which is not gonna be easy, I believe. But if those if will win. And will happens, then I believe the right fight is Flaherty against JOTKO for trying to be first ever.
And really last question. Mahmoud Muradov still is the interim champion. Anything new about him?
Mach now signed with bizarre organization, and like we got still good relationships, but I don't know, honestly. Yeah, I would love to have him in OKTAGON. I believe that he love to have a fight. It was kind of pity situation about Mach because we were trying to make him fight with so many fighters, but everyone declined. So, and it was somehow stuck because of JOTKO ENGIZEK story. So, yeah, sometimes it's hard, and not everybody can be happy every time. So, this time I'm sad and Mach is sad. So, we will try to find a way how to be happy again together. Thank you.
Hier ist Babaev. Meine Frage wäre an Pfeiffer. So wie ich mich
I have a question for Tyrone Pfeiffer.
Augenbrauen wegen einer Wette gefärbt hast? Oder irre ich mich?
Das ist eine Fehlinformation.
One of your eyebrows is dyed blonde. Was that a bet?
Geht an Alna Dallasland.
Fake news. Next question. Okay, my next question is for Alina.
Du hast bereits 2 Kämpfe durch Ellbogen
Alina,
gefinished.
you have won 2 fights using your elbows.
Iron Elbow.
Can we get you a new nickname? Iron Elbow? We've also discussed this.
Punches sind dann so dritte Runde dran.
This finish in the second round with my elbow is something cool. In third rounds, I use my fists. Nico, you started celebrating before the referees told you. How did you know Dennis wasn't gonna continue? I knew that I hit him hard. I saw him fall back. Of course, I could have gone in with some additional hits, but I didn't want to hurt him. I saw that he was dead. He was asleep, and I knew that it was decided.
And one more question to the promoters. It took you a while to come here to Berlin in the end. How high are the chances that you're coming back next year? And please give a percentage.
I don't remember our schedule, but I believe it's 100% that we want, but I'm not sure if it's on the schedule because schedule is already done. But I believe we are here probably. We've been speaking with the guys from Arena today, and it was a long way actually to be here at Berlin. First, when we came to visit the Arena, they were like so boring that we are come. And they were like, yeah, it will never happen, so why do you want to see it?
2 years back.
It's like 3-4 years back. And we were like, we still want to see it. Maybe one time you will have a different opinion. So I believe after tonight, this was basically one of the best nights we have in our 100 tournaments. 103 we already did. 90 is with numbers, but we did many others without numbers. So, and this one is, I believe, top 5. That was just basically not a bad fight, yeah. Not a easy one, not a boring one, so unbelievable night. And the crowd was unbelievable. The crowd was a little bit different than in the other cities. More women's, like more, I don't want to say like nice people, but everything was so like in some kind of social party, yeah. So, and everybody's got, except that man, very warm welcome. I don't know why they don't like you.
You talk Do you mean Dennis or
Dennis? They like Dennis.
Yeah, everybody likes Dennis.
Dennis has a better entrance than Nico.
I don't know. Maybe they think that it was unfair, but I discussed it before. I have nothing but respect for Niklas, but whatever. They will like me soon.
Yeah, they will like you soon. So it was unbelievable night, and we've been discussing it with them many times. So we believe that we're gonna be back as soon as possible.
Yeah, good to see you back. But Tyrone has a city too, like Mainz, and you can do shows over there too, and probably a totally different vibe in the end. But maybe
it's close to Frankfurt. Just
close
saying.
to Frankfurt.
I don't know how big is arena there, so yeah, open air. Yeah, open air is never easy. Second warmest city in Germany. Yeah, tonight was really warm.
Patrick Macari, Fight House. I'm going to go to you, Will. Your fight for Svenite has already been announced. Did that play a factor all in the back of your head going, let me try not to take as much damage, not to take too many risks because you're fighting again in less than 6 weeks?
Yeah, I never want to do that again. We had both fights signed before this fight, and it's a weird place to be because you're thinking, I want to get him out of there early, but he's too dangerous for that sort of thought process. So you have to respect each man as they come. And this was a hell of a fucking fighter to come in and try and take it away from me. And I felt like this could all be an absolute fucking disaster. Like the lads booked Borbrink against Smullen, and then they had him booked against Bushinger, and they announced 2 fights before the first fight had even happened. When you disrespect somebody like that, when you disrespect the game like that, it comes back to bite you. And I had that little bit of nervousness all this week thinking, the sport doesn't work like this. You have to respect it. And look, it's signed now. It was done already. It was a weird thing to do. I don't want to ever do this again.
Do you remember it was your idea, yeah?
It was no. I wanted to fight 3 times this year, but I didn't want to have 2 fights signed at once. If we'd done this and then after
it was your fucking idea.
I'd say 6 months, 6 weeks.
I feel fucking flying. I will do crazy shit.
Hey, listen, I'll do whatever, all right? No. This was not my idea.
This is my calls with him.
This wasn't my idea.
I will fucking flying. I will do crazy shit.
This wasn't my idea.
This was your idea.
Actually wasn't my idea.
No, it was.
Okay?
I will take
I wanted
your best
2 fights
if you will
at one. I wanted 2 fights in a short space of time, but one.
Yeah. So how you want to do
but
it?
Then one and then the other. So
Otherwise,
you don't disrespect the first one. You get over the first hurdle, and then we go, cool. We got this one lined up.
It's up to you.
All right. Look, fuck it. It's worked out well. We're all happy, okay? We won't do it like this again, okay?
And
we have recorded this speech.
Yeah, I
so
have the text.
Yeah.
I have the messages.
Yeah.
So we won't go too far into this.
2 years ago when you signed with Octagon, you talked about manifestation and you often use the word legacy, right? When you were signed with Octagon, is this what you envisioned for yourself 2 years ahead?
Yeah. It was something very similar to this, but it's dreamland stuff. Like, look, what's happened over the last 2 years has been beyond incredible for me. I've come in and did everything I said I was going to do, and have continued to. And now the only thing that, when I first signed with Octagon, I talked a lot about bringing the show back to Ireland. I still feel like that's the biggest hurdle. The triple belt, I know I can do that. Bringing the show back to Ireland for me is like, I would absolutely love to do that. That would be an incredible achievement on my behalf, I feel. But right now, I don't see the path. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to make that real. But I need to figure it out. I need to see how we can map this out and how I can change myself to make this a bigger thing for Irish fans and also get a little bit of mainstream media in Ireland on board and kind of change the culture of the sport there, because if anyone has an opportunity to do it, it's me. And if anybody has a product to come over and be big in that market, it's the lads. So I feel like something incredible could happen here, but it's on me to make it happen.
Question for Dennis. Obviously not the result you wanted tonight, but that walkout was something special. Run me through that moment of, jumping around. That song is so popular here.
Obviously Germany playing Ivory Coast tonight, so I knew that people would probably be switching their phones on and watching on the sly. I'm becoming slowly a fan favorite in Germany. Maybe not in Berlin today because I was fighting a Berliner, but yeah, it was an enjoyable moment. I always enjoy the walkouts almost as much as the fights themselves. Like you said, the result didn't go my way, but I took a lot of lessons from
not just the fight, but the whole fight week and the whole camp as a whole. So I'm going to make a lot of changes in my career going forward, I think.
And you are very active within Octagon, and you mentioned wanting to leave the 70-kilogram weight class. Do you think maybe being as active as you are and doing as many weight cuts to 70 has kind of caught up with you a little bit maybe, and maybe a time off would be good?
I just think, I mean, I'm 31 now, you know, and I'm getting a bit older. Maybe the body's holding weight a little bit differently. Yeah, it's not that I want to leave the 70. My plan was initially to obviously work my way up before I left the 70-kilo division, but it's more out of necessity, I think, than anything. I have to look after my health at the end of the day, and doing 7+ kilo weight cuts from Thursday night isn't healthy for your body or your brain or your kidneys or anything. So I've got a baby that I have to look after as well. I want to be there for him when I'm older as well. So yeah, I think it's just something I have to do to protect my health.
My final question will go to Mateusz Legerski. Obviously, first of all, congratulations on defending your title tonight. Your next defense, you mentioned Buki, the idea maybe of Nico. Where would you like to defend that title? You didn't get to fight in Poland in April. Is that something you'd like to do, bring that belt back to Poland potentially?
Nie myślałem, gdzie będę walczył. Tam, gdzie organizatorzy każą mi zawalczyć, tam zawalczę. Jestem w pełni sprawny i czekam tylko na propozycję. Jeśli będzie kolejna gala w Polsce, to mam nadzieję, że na niej wystąpię i trzymam kciuki, że uda się jeszcze jeden event w Polsce zorganizować.
I'm ready to have a second defense my belt in Poland, but if organization give me offer to fight in Germany, in Czech, I'm ready to fight anywhere, because I'm a soldier of Octagon and always ready to fight.
That's it. Thank you very much, guys. It was a wonderful night. Thank you, Berlin.
A new Octagon featherweight MMA champion,
Mago the Beast Machaev, the featherweight champion, a predator who never waits for the judge's decision. He wants to fight, he wants to defend. 2 devastating finishes in his last 2 fights. This is how the elite competes. However, now he is about to face a challenge on a whole different level. A fight that's already been postponed once.
Johnny Palokai!
Still undefeated under the Octagon banner. He's not looking for a quick finish. He's patient, minute by minute, round by round. He likes to drag his opponents into deep waters. Explosive destruction versus relentless calm composure. Machaev versus Palakai. Octagon 91, July 11th, Lanxess Arena, Cologne. Tickets at octagontickets.de or watch live on octagon.tv.